Hello and welcome. In this video today, what we're going to be discussing are chromosomes, or basically where your DNA is at inside the nucleus. We're also going to be discussing, in humans, how many chromosomes they have and the different types that you can find. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So a chromosome, by definition, is any part that contains the genetic information, or DNA, in your cells that is passed on from parent to offspring. So, in humans, we have 46 of these, which we'll be discussing in a little bit. But for right now, just know that chromosomes contain your genetic information, or DNA. So, chromosomes have two parts. There are chromatids and a centromere. So the chromatids contain genes for your various traits, and a chromosome has two identical copies which are separated during mitosis. So with this right here, this would actually represent one chromatid. And we would have another right here. In the center, these are held together by what we call a centromere. So a centromere is this center portion which holds our two chromatids together. So your chromatids contain the genes, and your centromere holds these two together. When a chromosome replicates, it goes from one single chromatid to two sister chromatids. Now they're called sisters because they're absolutely identical. Kind of like Tia and Tamara from Sister Sister. If you remember that, my hat's off to you. That was a pretty far pull. So chromosomes, we go from 1 to 2. And when they go from 1 to 2, we call these sister chromatids. And remember, they are identical to one another. So when cells divide, sister chromatids separate, so that each new cell has the correct number of chromosomes. So if we go ahead and take a look, we can see that in the first cell we have one chromatid. Here, now we have two. So we have our sister chromatids, each one being identical. So when we go ahead and separate them, one copy goes here and the other copy goes here, guaranteeing that the two new cells have the genetic information they need. In humans, there are 46 chromosomes, or two copies of 23. So here on this chart, you get to see the 23 different types of chromosomes. So we have chromosome set 1, 2, 3, all the way down to the 23rd set, down here, which is the X and Y, which determines if you are male or female. So, human chromosomes, we have 46. And in this 46, they are identical pairs. So 23 identical pairs. So the question here is, diploid or haploid? The condition known as diploid, or 2N, is the full number of chromosomes in an individual. So for humans, the full number is 46. So diploid in humans means 46. We have 23 homologous pairs. And when I say homologous pairs, we mean pairs with the same traits. So a homologous pair is one copy from your mother and one copy from your father. And these are your somatic cells. Somatic cells are corresponding with cells found in your body. These are every single cell within your body except for your reproductive cells being the sperm and egg. Now haploid, on the other hand, represented by the letter just N by itself, refers to the half number, or the full number of chromosomes. So in humans, haploid means 23. These are the number of chromosomes in a gamete, and your gametes are the sex cells, so the sperm and egg. And if you go ahead and think about it, let's say you go ahead and have 23 chromosomes from the sperm, and you have 23 chromosomes from the egg. If you go ahead and combine this, that's going to go ahead and give you 46, or the full number. So, diploid is the full number of chromosomes, 46 in humans, and haploid is half of that, so 23 in humans. Now the two types of diploid cells that are found in most sexual organisms. You have your somatic, and remember somatic are your body cells, and we have germ cells. So your somatic are strictly your body cells. These always start off as diploid, and end as diploid. These go ahead and divide via mitosis to make identical copies. And once again, these are found in every tissue except your reproductive tissue. Germ cells, on the other hand, are short for germinating cells. We don't mean germ as in sickness, we mean germ as in germinating or reproductive. These start off as diploid, but they go ahead and divide via meiosis to make gametes, or haploid cells. And these are found inside the testes and the ovaries, respectively. So with that, this was a brief introduction to chromosomes, as well as haploid and diploid. And we also discussed a little bit about human chromosomes, how many there are, and what they correspond with. So that's going to go ahead and close up this video today on chromosomes. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact your instructor. They will point you in the right direction. Thank you very much for your time. And until next time, you take care, and I will see you in the next video.